Hey everybody, Grant here with Fit Traffic, and in today's video, very quickly, I'm going to cover why class packages are a very bad idea for your fitness studio, for your gym, okay? Now, I'm going to cover three exact points as to why running class packs are a bad idea, and then in the end, I'm going to talk about how you can still integrate them into your fitness studio. I will start with saying this. If you don't have any membership options at all, if the only way for someone to work out at your studio is by getting on a class package or by paying per drop-in, then you're most likely struggling, okay? If you're watching this right now and you're only doing this, you're probably struggling, and you've probably never thought that this is the reason why you're actually struggling, okay? So the first reason why class packages are a bad idea. The first reason is something we call diminishing marginal utility, okay? I know my handwriting's not too good, but stick with me, okay? So diminishing marginal utility. What does this fancy term actually mean? It's a very common term in economics, and what it essentially means is as someone continues on their class package journey, let's say they have a 10-pack, okay, for a fixed price. Well, the first few classes are gonna go well, they're gonna get a good high from them, they're gonna really enjoy them, but then as they continue to creep along the journey, okay, the utility, the pleasure, the what they get out of the class is going to start to go down, and they're going to start to directly attribute going with losing money. Okay, stick with me here. So what happens is they aren't in a mindset of, the more I use this, let's say they're on an unlimited option, monthly unlimited, $150 a month. They can use it as much as they want. That's in a using mindset. I want to use this. I want to go as much as possible. I want to go, and that creates a good member, someone who's going to constantly use it, constantly go. And what's going to happen with them? They're going to get great results. They're going to keep coming, and that's what creates a good member for you and great results for them. Okay, but when they're in the mindset of, I only have 5 left. I was kind of up late last night. I don't really feel like going today. Maybe I'll just use it. I'll use it tomorrow, right? They're procrastinating it. And you're giving them a reason to procrastinate it. If they only have 10 classes to come to, they're going to constantly find an excuse as to why today isn't the best day for them to use one of those 10. Oh, I overslept. I didn't sleep enough. Oh, I don't really feel that great. I have a little tummy ache. Oh, my head's I'm not feeling good. They're gonna constantly find an excuse. Oh, nobody wants to come with me. Okay, so they're going to constantly say to themselves, well, if I go, I'm using one of my 10 and I'm not in the best situation to do that. So it's just, you're giving the member an excuse not to stay consistent, which is bad for you and it's bad for them. Okay, at the end of the day, your best members are the ones that are gonna constantly be creating good habits of using, and that's who you want to be a member of your studio. You don't want people that are gonna be flaking left and right, coming once, and then coming again a month later. Okay? And these are always the class pack people, they're always the complainers. They're always the, I didn't use all of them. Can I get a refund and a this and a that, all right? And you're probably shaking your head going, wow, this is exactly right. So that's the first reason, diminishing marginal utility. The more they use it, the closer they get to the end of using it, the less likely they are to come in, okay? Now, you may have 1, 2, maybe 3, a handful of people that are constantly coming and using and upgrading and things like that, and that's good, but the majority of people that are on a class pack, they're gonna find an excuse not to use it because they know once they use all of it, they're gonna have to rebuy, okay? And they attribute the class pack, they attribute that with, okay, I'm gonna have to rebuy. They're not in the right mindset of coming, hitting their fitness goals, creating good habits, and that's what we want at the end of the day, okay? The second reason, which stems from the first one, is for you. no predictability. Okay? So that says no predictability. So for you, as the business owner, you have no predictability. You have no predictable revenue when you have tons of people on class packs. Okay, sure. Okay, I know you're saying right now, well, Grant, they expire. You know, if somebody buys a 10-pack, it expires in 3 months. Expires in 3 months? What are you selling a 10-pack for, $100? So you're gonna get $100 in revenue, or even if you jumped it up to $200 in revenue every 3 months from someone? That's crazy. That's never gonna be a good thing for your business. You have no predictability with this on a month-to-month basis. At the first of every month, you can't predict what your revenue is going to be on the 31st. You have to have projections and models for what your revenue is going to be. And when you're selling class packs, or the majority of people are on a class pack option, you have no way of controlling your business, okay? So this offers you no predictability. And it's really bad for you as the business owner because, like I said before, you need to know what your revenue is going to be, okay? And you know, it just leads to problems, as I was pointing out, on the first point. It leads to just people complaining, not coming a lot. They're flaky. They want refunds, things like that, okay? The other part of this is, aside from no predictability, you constantly have to resell someone when they get to the end of their pack. So let's say it's a 10-pack, okay? And somebody uses, 10 classes. Then you have to go and try and sell them again. And if you have it auto-renew, that's great. Most people don't. But at the end of the 10 class, you're gonna have to figure out a way to resell them. And I can tell you this, if they're on a class pack option, they're probably not even coming that often, which means they're probably not getting great results. And if they're not getting great results, they're gonna say, oh, well, I don't think I'm gonna do that again. And it's not because your product, it's not because your workouts are bad. They might think that, oh yeah, well, I didn't really like that. What do you mean you didn't like it? You came once a month, right? So this in and of itself, you constantly have to sell them on the pack again, all right? And it's just exhausting. So that's the other reason why class packs are not a good option. And then the third reason is, and this stems to habits. That says habits, okay? Class packs do not create a good habit for your consumer, for your customer, okay? And what I mean by that is it's pretty obvious, okay? When somebody jumps on an unlimited for a certain price and you want them to come all the time, come 3 times this week, come 4 times next week, create a good habit of coming and using the product. That is what creates a good member, okay? They are going to get results, and if they get results, they're going to get motivated and they're going to stay. And that's what creates good retention, okay? In the long term, that's what creates members that stay with you the longest. If you look at your member roster and you find the people that have stayed with you the longest, everyone always says, Grant, oh, I have people that stay with me for years. Well, look at them and really do a deep dive into that person. Are they coming and using the most? Yes. Are they probably one of are they getting the best results from your product? Seeing unbelievable weight loss, seeing great tone muscle build. Yes, they are the ones getting the best results, okay? And it's because they have formed a good habit of coming on a set schedule, all right? That never happens with people that are on a class pack. They never develop a good habit. And it goes back to the diminishing marginal utility. They can't create a good habit. Okay, so this is the reason habits, and this is on the consumer side, okay? The class packs are damaging to them. Now, we've heard people say, well, I've surveyed my prospects and my customers, and they told me that they want class packs. Grant, they want these. Consumers don't know what they want, guys. Half the time, they have no clue what's good for them or what they want. What they want is results. How they get results, they might think they know, class packs, but you as the professional, the mentor, the coach, you need to tell them, that's not how you're gonna lose 30 pounds, Cindy. By coming once or twice a month, okay? We need to get you coming twice, 3 times a week. And the best way for Cindy to do that is to get on a monthly unlimited plan or something of that nature, okay? But a class pack where Cindy has to do 10 classes and then re-up, and it's this constant engagement about, ooh, should I do 10 classes this time or 5? Or it's a total waste of time. And it takes the focus away from the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is you get clients that want a goal. You are providing a product that will help them hit that goal, okay? The usage of that product, if it is used and used and used, if they use that product a lot, they're going to get that goal. And if they get that goal, they're gonna continue using the product because they're gonna get addicted and they're gonna wanna constantly up their goals. So it creates the retention, okay? So these are the 3 biggest reasons why class packs are a bad business decision for your studio. Diminishing marginal utility, there's no predictability for your revenue, and it doesn't form good habits for your members, all right? Now, let's talk about what you should do. This is kind of I was just gonna talk about the class packs, but this will be a little bit of a bonus. And this is something that we cover in the Fit Traffic program with all of the studio owners that we work with, okay? So you should ideally have 2 options. 2 options, okay? Option A and option B. Option A and option B. Why 2 options, Grant? Well, 2 options, when you present a prospect your pricing, when you present them your membership options, if you're presenting them more than 2 options, more than 2, you're gonna constantly find people saying, ooh, I need to think about it. Grant, there's just a lot here, I need to think about it. I need to go home and talk to my husband and think about it. When you present 2 options, hey John, so we have option A, which is the more popular option, and option B, which is our other option. So which one do you think you might lean towards? John doesn't need to think. Oh, okay, A or B? A, B, 2 options. Next time you and a spouse or a friend or a family, whoever, next time you're going out to eat, don't ask them, where do you want to go? Say, hey, do you want to go here or do you want to go there? A or B? Guarantee you'll get a decision literally right away. Okay, so it's all about, and there's so many studies of pricing structure and psychology behind this, but having 2 options and allowing them to, and presenting one as the popular option, AKA the one you want them to go to, is going to actually increase your conversion rate massively. Okay, people think, oh, I should have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so I'll have an option for everybody. No, that is the complete wrong way to think about it. Less is more, less is better. Okay, so ideally what we're really big fans of when it comes to pricing, you have access, okay, and then you have term. Okay, so access, okay, so access and term. So what is access? Access equals how many times they can come. So unlimited, 8 times a month, that kind of stuff. And then term, is it a 3-month agreement? Is it month to month? Is it 12 month? That's the term. So ideally, because you can only have 2 options, you need to pick 1 term and 2 access, or 2 access and 1 term. Grant, I'm confused. What did you just say? Okay, well, what I mean is you pick 1 access and 2 term, or 2 term and 1 access. So you can, it's easy. It comes across easy. Okay, so John, everything is unlimited, and we have a 3-month option and a month-to-month option. Okay, the 3-month option is gonna be less because they're committing than the month-to-month. Okay, so if everything's unlimited, both options are unlimited, and option A is month to month, and it's 170, 169. Option B is 3 months, and it might be 159 because they're committing. Okay, so that's what it looks like if you do 1 access, unlimited, and 2 term, month to month, and 3 months or whatever, right? Now let's look at if it was, let's look at if you do one, what did I just do? I did 1 access and 2 term. Okay, so let's do 1 term and 2 access. Yeah, so everything here, John, is month to month. Okay, all the options, the 2 options, everything's month to month here at XYZ Fitness. And we have a unlimited option or an 8 times a month. 8 times a month option. The unlimited option is, $169. And the 8 times a month option is, $159. Okay, see what I did there? You're gonna say, well, what the heck? The unlimited is only $10 more. Exactly. This is our decoy to push them to A. Okay. So this is the option. Option A is the one you always want. You present it as the popular option. Option B is pretty much the decoy. It's pricing that doesn't really make sense. So they're gonna say, oh, why don't I just go pay $10 more and get unlimited classes rather than 8 times a month? Yeah, exactly. It's a good idea. Okay. So this is the option. So this is what your pricing should look like. So when you talk to someone, and this should be in a presentation, it should look professional, you shouldn't be just writing this out on a piece of paper like I'm doing here. That is a very quick way to get no sales at all. But this is what your pricing should look like. A, B, 1 access, 2 term, or 2 term, 1 access. 1 term, 2 access. You get it, right? I just walked through it. If you do this, you will massively improve your conversion rate. It'll also be easier for you on the back end, just knowing people are on 2 options. If you currently have members that are on different options, then fine, grandfather them in. But for all new members moving forward, have them pick A or B and set these so it makes sense, all right? So if you run it this way, okay, now the question is, well, Grant, I have to have a class pack option because XYZ, whatever your excuse is. Well, if that's the case, you present A and B, and then the class pack is in the background. It is in your back pocket that you pull out if you have to. So if John or Sally says, well, I really, really love it here, but I travel a lot, I don't think either of these options, for whatever reason, is going to be a good fit for me. Do you have something that I could do that's less or whatever, et cetera, et cetera? You say, well, John, Sally, we do have one other option that we don't put it on the presentation because it's not really popular at all, but we do have an XYZ class pack, blah, 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 okay? You don't present it, you use it as a downsell if it's an absolute no. All right, so if you just present the membership options first and the class pack second as a downsell, you are going to be massively more successful in getting people on a reoccurring membership, okay? Which is going back to our 3 reasons why class packs suck. Memberships are great for those exact opposite reasons, okay? People, unlike the diminishing marginal utility, people want to use it. Okay, unlike the no predictability, when they're on a reoccurring and you're getting that reoccurring income, that revenue, that's predictable for you, okay, at the beginning of the month and every single time. And then you're not constantly having to sell them, it's going through on auto draft, okay, every single month, just like an electric bill, just like a car payment, it's auto draft, all right? And then the 3rd reason is habits. It establishes and it creates very good habits for your consumer, for your members. You want to think about your members in your pricing and in your structure, not just you. Yeah, this works financially great for you, but it also works great for your members, for your consumers. And if you're sitting there and you're saying, my members don't want this, that's the wrong way to think about it. You need to think about what your members truly want. Your members truly want to get results. Ask yourself, who's gonna get better results? People on a class pack or people that are on a membership unlimited that can come whenever they want and get great results? Obviously, it's the latter. It's the people on the membership that are going to be using, coming, being ingrained in the culture and the environment in your facility or your studio. Those are the people that are getting the best results. Those are the people that are going to refer. Those are the people that are going to stay long term. And those are the people that are really going to help you grow your business with the right kinds of people. All right, so I hope this gave you a bit of a breakdown. If you do want to go into more detail with this, feel free to book a call. There should be a link below with us if you do want to jump on a call and just kind of go through this in more detail. We'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. Just feel free to do that. And then if you have any questions, comments, concerns about what we discussed in the video today, feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to hear if you do disagree. We can have a good, constructive conversation around it, what you're seeing. I mean, but for the 300 owners that are in our coaching program, and we work in 300 different markets day in and day out with the fitness studios, they are seeing amazing results doing this. So once again, Grant here with Fit Traffic. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I know in the beginning I said this was a short video. It's not a short video, but thanks for sticking with me. Talk to you soon.